guys, we're back with another video, but this one is special because I am playing my favorite game of all time, which is Super Smash Bros. Melee. And yeah, so I'm going to be talking, or at least whispering, a few things here and there, but mostly it's just going to be controller sounds. And yeah, if you are unfamiliar with the game, these terms, like, you won't understand, but I can do my best to explain them. And if you already played this game, then yeah, this is just like I guess a refresher, I don't know. So yeah, but first let's just start with a warm-up. I'm gonna go into training mode and just mess around a little bit. So basically what I'm doing here is wave dashing. So normally if I wanted to run up and use a smash attack against Fox, I'd have to run towards him and then stop, because if I try to do an attack, I'll end up doing a dash attack, which isn't what I want to do. So if I want to run up and, let's say, down smash him, so do that. Well, if I try to just run up to him and do it, I wouldn't get what I want. So the best way to do a smash attack while running would be to run, then press down, and then because you're pressing down, you cancel your run, and then you can do an attack. So you would run, and then down, and then to up smash or something like that. So you press down, and then the other way is to wave dash, which is basically, you know, what air dodging is, which is basically how you become invincible in the air for a short amount of time. You jump, but then during your jump animation, you air dodge basically into the ground, so down like this, and then to an angle. But you do it very quickly, and basically what happens is your momentum is shifted around. And I picked Luigi for this, not only because he's my favorite character, but also he has the longest wave dash, so it's the most apparent if you get it right. So if you want to practice wave dashing, then I suggest using Luigi to start with, just because it's very obvious when you wave dash with him. Some characters, it's not as obvious. And basically what wave dashing allows you to do is act in any way, because basically the game is treating you like you're standing, and from a standing position you can do anything, like any move you can do standing, you can do while wave dashing. So essentially you turn your stationary moves into mobile moves. So if I wanted to basically approach this Fox, I would wave dash towards him and then down smash, or any attack really. It could be forward tilt, or it could be a lot of things, but yeah. So I'm just going to do some more of this wave dashing if you guys like this sound. Yeah. Another thing I can show you guys is a ledge dash, which basically when you grab the ledge, you see how my character is blinking. That's his invulnerability frames, and during this time you can keep these even if you jump off the ledge or let go. And so essentially what you can do is drop off the ledge, then jump, and then wave dash into the ground. But it's called a wave land if you don't do it from the ground. So if you're landing into something, that's a wave land, but doing it from the ground is a wave dash. And so yeah, basically if you use these invincibility frames that you get from grabbing the ledge, then immediately drop off the ledge and then wave dash into the stage, you'll get mobile invincibility, which can help you get up the ledge damage against like certain characters. This is very risky though, because let's say you fail it, or fail it, then you'll die. So it's like you really only should do it if you're, I mean, to be honest, up a stock or like are just trying to be flashy or whatever. If you're not that comfortable with it, once you get comfortable with it, it's very like intimidating if someone can ledge dash really consistently. Because if they're willing to risk a stock every time just to go for that, then they just come across as being really good at the game. So yeah. So now I'm gonna show you guys another technique using Falco, which this technique is. I realize I'm like really not in the frame a lot, but wow, like my widescreen cheat like just disabled or something. I don't know. So basically, if I do a shine, the only way to get out of a shine, like if I let go and let's say I want to shield, see how long it takes me to get that shield out. You can hear me pressing it, you can see me pressing it, so I'm shining and I'm pressing the shield button. It takes a while, and that's because the shine has a cooldown animation, and there's only one thing that can skip this, which is a jump and or getting hit obviously. But if I jump out of the shine, I can get immediately out of it. And so you can do basically shine on the ground, jump, shine again, jump, shine again. But if you wave dash, because remember how wave dashing was a jump followed by an air dodge into the stage, basically you can get multiple shines off in a row. And this technique is called multi-shining. At least stationary, it's called multi-shining. This is like really difficult, so I don't suggest trying to learn this at all. I'm not even that good at it, and it's really not that useful unless you're, I mean, really good. But yeah, basically you're gonna want to shine and then wave dash into the ground over and over and over again, because as soon as you've landed again from the wave dash, you're now ready to shine again. So it would look something like this. I'm gonna try a few times. So like that, I did about like 3 or 4 in a row there. And what this would basically be used for, at least stationary, if someone's shielding and is like very committed to that, you can put a lot of shield pressure on them, because shining is a really good way to basically force them out of that situation. So if you come to somebody's shield and are just really good and can multi-shine like 5 times in a row, then you can break their shield. But it's just a flashy thing. I wouldn't like focus on learning this to be good, because there's way more to this game than like the tech skill. But yeah. So now I'm going to show you guys what basically is called wave shining, which is what we just did, but using those wave dashes to actually move across the stage. This is extremely useful if you're good at it, but if not, I mean, it's still, like I said, a really cool thing to just show off with. But all you're doing now is, after you shine, you need to move the stick out in a direction where you would get an actual like directional wave dash, and then like recycle the process. And if you're quick enough and good enough, you can change directions and like kind of go back and forth while wave shining, which is like really flashy. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you my attempt at it. And basically the reason this is so difficult is because if you still have this stick facing out to do a wave dash, to the side, and then you hit B, you're gonna do this move. And if you're on the edge of the stage and you're trying to do a wave shine like towards the edge of the stage, you might side B yourself and just kill yourself off the stage like this. So there's a lot of just stuff in this game that's like really high risk, low reward, but it is really good if you're really good at it. So yeah. guys never played at all, then you might not know, but I need to like really focus on staying in the camera. I should have positioned this better, honestly. But if you guys don't know, Fox and Falco Shine is pretty much the best moves in the game. Well, at least Fox's is. Falco's not as good because Falco sends them up, but Fox basically sends them straight down. And Falco's has a knockback that scales, so if I put his percentage higher, when I shine him, he goes higher. But Fox's, it's fixed knockback, so no matter what percentage they're at, they'll be knocked back the same. So Fox's, you can kill people at 0% with it because the knockback is fixed. And if you can just wave shine them off the stage and then keep shining them, they're just gonna keep getting hit down. So certain characters are really prone to this, like I don't know, someone like Ness or even Falco himself, like can just get shined off the stage because his recovery vertically is not that great, at least compared to Fox's. So, and the way I position my hand for this, there's a method that I've seen where you basically use your thumb like to go down, like across the buttons like that. I haven't even practiced it, so I don't really know how you're supposed to do it. But basically, instead, I just claw grip like this, and just use the side of my index finger to press Y to get my jumps out. I press Y anyway with my thumb, like as my normal jump button. And I honestly think Falco's better to practice than Fox because short hopping with Falco is much easier because his jump animation takes longer. And basically, to short hop, you need to release the jump button by the time their jump squat animation is over. So when I jump, there's like actually I can't pause it like in normal mode, but if I let go of the jump button before the jump gets off, then I get a short hop. But if you don't let go in time, you get a full hop. Well, Fox's is 2 frames faster than Falco's. Falco's is 6, Fox's is 4. And so basically just short hopping and doing like short hop aerials that fast fall and L cancel are just easier, I think, with Falco, since it's just easier in general to get short hops out. And yeah, so this is just all, like I was saying, more or less stuff to, like as you see right there, failing to get the analog stick all the way down before pressing B again. I got a side B and that could like easily kill you, so. There's always a direction you're going to be more comfortable with. Wave dashing for me, it's definitely to the left because you're pulling your thumb back instead of pushing your thumb away. Pushing your thumb away doesn't feel as natural, at least for me personally. So yeah, like if you're going to go for something like flashy, like wave shining, probably do it in your direction you're more comfortable with if the opportunity presents itself. So let's say if you were going to do it over here, to the right instead, maybe go for like a different option that you're like more comfortable with instead of trying to yeah, basically do like wave shining and might like kill yourself or whatever. So yeah, now I'm going to show you guys a few more techniques in this game which are important. I'm going to use a different character though to make it more apparent. So for instance, there's a technique which is really kind of annoying that it's in the game because it's honestly the main reason this game will like hurt your wrists a lot from playing too much, and that's L cancel. Basically, down air with Link, look how long it takes me to get my shield out. I just accidentally L canceled it, but if I do like this and I hold the shield button, you see me holding it. Do you see how long it takes for the shield to come out? You guys probably know this from playing as well. I keep L canceling on accident. Well yeah, so basically if you press the trigger buttons within, I forget the exact frame amount, I want to say it's 4 frames, but I could be wrong, of landing, you cut the landing lag in half. So this, instead of that, which is, I mean, extremely noticeable with that move, certain moves not so much, but yeah, basically you can incorporate this into every single aerial, which is why I think it's really annoying that it's in the game, because to play optimally, you're going to be pressing the triggers not only every 2 seconds to wave dash, but also to L cancel every single aerial you put out. So if you come down from an attack and you don't L cancel it, you're basically sacrificing speed that you should be having to be like as an advantage. So yeah, just this is one I wouldn't be so focused on learning. Just like try to incorporate it a few times, and eventually it'll just become muscle memory. You won't have to think about it. You'll just do it every single time you land a move. You'll just be L canceling. Yeah, it's a lot easier with the C stick because easier to time it, in my opinion, like fast falling and stuff. But yeah, so the next technique is, I don't see any use for it really, but it's moonwalking, which is basically you press the stick out to dash, but then immediately curl it under right after the fact. So it's super obvious with a Link, so I recommend practicing with it. You can do it with pretty much any character. Maybe not really. You can do it with like a few characters, at least where it is good, I guess, or noticeable. But yeah, basically, see how I'm like moving forward and then like, I mean, basically just, yeah, moonwalking. I mean, there's no like fancy word for it, that's what it is. And yeah, the use for this, I guess, is to just fake out your opponent, but also to be able to basically do a fading aerial of whatever like direction you're facing. So if you wanted to do a reverse knee instead of, or like with Captain Falcon, let me go to Captain Falcon. So if you wanted to knee someone off the stage, but they're facing that way, and you want to kind of like, I don't know why you really want to do this really, but like psych them out. If you jump back and then have to press forward, I mean, I guess that works. I don't really know. If you have the C stick, you can just do this anyway. So I'm really not exactly sure what you use moonwalking for besides the fact that it looks cool. But if you, he's a lot harder to do it with, obviously, but like at that point, I guess you would jump and then use your knee right then. So you kind of juke like you're going forward, but you're not, and then you still knee that direction. I'm not really too sure. And yeah, so we're let's see what other tech is there. I guess there's like some Zaire stuff and wall jumping, so this is pretty cool. With Samus and Link, and I think that would be it. Basically, one thing you probably know is they have a Tether Grab, which means their grab is like a chain or like our laser thing right here. And what that lets you do is not only is it an attack when used in the air, but you can also use it after an air dodge when usually all other moves in the game don't work after an air dodge. You're completely vulnerable until you get hit or touch the ground or grab the ledge, obviously. Well, if you input the Z button while you're in the air after an air dodge, you can still get that out. So basically this makes her recovery extremely good, because not only can you air dodge towards the stage and then grapple the stage, but there's a whole host of techniques. So one of my favorite ones is, so if you're facing outwards, how do you Z towards the stage? There's no way to re-grab the stage, right? Well, if you reverse B in the air, so basically shoot one of these balls back, you turn yourself around in the air, and the way you reverse B. I guess that's a good technique to learn. So if you try to do one of these, I forget what the name of it is, or like blaster, if you try to shoot that in the air back, you might do that. You might send a missile, which, although this does turn you around, if you want to really psych your opponent out with a charged shot, basically if you flick in the direction you want before pressing B just by itself, so basically the joystick will have returned to a neutral position by the time you press B, but since you had pressed a different direction before letting it go, you can reverse your neutral B. So instead of just having to only shoot it forward, which is very obvious, if your opponent is like chasing you down and you flick, oh, I just messed it up, but if you were to flick use in saving yourself via the tether. So look at how good Samus's recovery is. If I'm just gonna go out, reverse to neutral B, do some side B or down Bs, do up or jump up, then tether the stage, and then still can up B afterwards. So there's a ton of tools. There's also a thing called a super wave dash, which I don't know how to do, but basically it involves using Samus's bomb and then pressing left and right at the same time the bomb hits the ground, or you're at the same time like Samus's morph ball hits the ground. I'm not sure how it works. You could probably look that up though. That's like actually kind of useful if you're good at it, but I have never been able to do it properly. I remember there's like a video of a bot doing it. Like someone was just playing and like the AI accidentally did it, and it was really funny. And yes, that about covers like the techie stuff that doesn't really, that's not, I mean this stuff is all intended, but what I just showed you, but wave dashing and stuff like that, well, they knew about it in the game, they decided like it wasn't that big of an issue, which I think was like the reason this game is so awesome, is because, yeah, basically they kept a lot of the bugs that made the game fun. I mean, L canceling is like the only one that people like wish was actually not in the game, because that just makes it, I mean, while it makes the skill cap higher, it doesn't necessarily pertain to any skill besides spamming the L button every time you land. Like, it doesn't matter if you press it before you land or whatever, or too early, or, you know, all it is just keep pressing the trigger buttons as you land and you'll L cancel every time, so that should be not in the game. But everything else as far as tech skill goes is 100% like just so much fun. And if you play a lot of this game, which that's what I would say, don't get into this game if you want to keep playing Ultimate or the other Smash game, because you'll never want to go back, because this game is just so much fun. Like, I don't know, like the way this game is played and the way it looks, it's just like so nostalgic and so like, I don't know, just really enjoyable. All the tech stuff, like it's kind of like Mario Kart 8. When Mario Kart 8 came out, there was a thing called fire hopping, which was completely unintended, but basically after you would get a mini turbo, so like the drift boost, you know, like the wheels catch on fire or whatever, and you get like a boost. Well, if you were to trigger hop, like, you know, in Mario Kart you can hop like with a car to like jump over stuff or like initiate a drift, you hop into the drift. Well, if you would spam the hop button like left and right, doing like mini left and right little like almost drifts, you would like extend the boost you got from your drift. And so all the world records, every single top player was just fire hopping constantly. Well, they eventually patched that out, and also in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's not in the game either. And I just remember like when that game first came out, that was like so much fun, was the fire hopping, and just like the game had like a tech skill, and that was just cool. But yeah, I can see how they don't want that, because like that game is really in no way competitive. The items and stuff make it uncompetitive, and like, I mean, racing games, although they take a lot of skill, the competitive aspect really isn't the same. It's not a 1 versus 1 game. It's, you know, I mean, then again, this game wasn't necessarily intended to be the most serious fighting game. People always like joke and meme that it's like a party game, but this party game is more complex than like most fighting games. And yeah, so I don't know. And it being complex doesn't necessarily make it good. It's just like something about it being as old as it is, and like the characters and just how fun it is, and especially just Fox. Like, if Melee Fox didn't exist, or like he was drastically worse and not the best character, like the game would just be so much different. Like, he's like iconic. Like Melee Fox, just like, I don't know why I say like so much. He's just like infamous. Like, you have a GameCube just to play Melee. You like pretty much either play Fox or, you know, I mean, that's one thing I would say that's like criminally bad about this game, is the balance. Like, I mean, in a vacuum where there is no way of dashing, there's no tech skill, so all the characters kind of like are reduced to their movement speed and like player skill. There's probably some like good amount of balance, but with the tech skill and all this stuff in the game, I mean, regardless, Fox would still be the best. But I mean, we can go through them really quick. I'll read all their names and everything, and I'll just basically say why they aren't good as they could be. So Dr. Mario, he's actually I think criminally underrated. Like the cape mechanic is so good if you know when to use it and aren't like I don't know, like using wave dashing, using auto mechanics. Like he's really not that bad of a character. Mario just the same, I think. The only difference between these two characters is Dr. Mario, his forward air doesn't spike and his nair scales reverse. So if you use a neutral air with Mario, the first frame it comes out is the strongest versus Dr. Mario's last frame of his nair, which is neutral air, which means just pressing A while you're in the air. The last frame of it is the strongest, which is really weird, but it's also really cool. Luigi, his main problem is his recovery. Although it's good, it's just inconsistent. Like, if you get misfires, it's really good. Basically, his side B, the green missile, if you get a misfire, it can be really good. But if you don't, you have to jump through so many hoops to get back on the stage. And even then, it's such a predictable recovery. There's no like quickness about it. You have to just basically end up underneath the ledge or air dodge onto the stage from your down B spam plus a misfire or whatever. And yeah, so if you didn't have to spam his down B to get height, if you just had to hold B, I think it'd be better, because to be optimal with his up B or down B, you have to mash like 14 times during its full animation, which I think is only like, I don't know, like maybe 2 seconds long. And so that's just impossible to be humanly consistent with. And yeah, so his moveset though, his dash attack isn't very good. His projectile runs out really quick, and it also is just not very good. Most projectiles are kind of good for edge guarding, but since his goes straight out and it gets beat out by like a lot of moves, it's not a very good projectile. The thing I like about him the most is his down smash and his up B. If you time it correctly, you can get like a true like Shoryuken, or is it? Yeah, I think it's Shoryuken, where you basically just uppercut them. And yeah, so like my main is actually Luigi, by Luigi more than any other character. Bowser, do I even need to say anything? He's just way too slow. His wave dash or like his jump squat animation, I think, is 8 frames, so he takes twice as long to get off the ground as Fox. Like from the time you press the jump button, which is just absurd. Like that's just, he just doesn't feel good to play. He feels super slow. There's only like one good Bowser player in like the whole world, really. DJ Nintendo, and even him, like he's not really doing that to be the best in the world. He's doing it because like he likes the character. Like he knows Bowser's not a good character. Peach is really floaty. To be honest, I'm not super familiar with her. I think her side B, maybe her worst move. I'm not sure. But yeah, from what I understand, like she's a really good character. But I don't play her at all, so I wouldn't know. Yoshi's really good if you can utilize double jump canceling, which is basically if you use his double jump and then an attack immediately after, you can basically do an attack like, I mean, if you short hop and do an attack, what's a short hop? Okay, so that's a short hop. If you short hop and do an attack, you can still fast fall it from like right there, but you can double jump cancel, and you can tell I'm still getting out that neutral air, but I'm just double jump canceling and getting it out really, really low. So if you can master that, he's really good. He can also parry unlike any other character in the game because his shield is an egg and not a actual like shield aura thing. So yeah, Yoshi I think is underrated. Like Amsa is the best Yoshi player in the world. He makes the character seem really good because he's just so technically good. But I think he also would just do better if he like practiced, a more viable character. I mean, he might have won a major. I haven't been like that up in like the melee tournaments stuff lately, but yeah, I think he just has too high of a skill gap to start with. Like if you want to learn a character, Yoshi's like the last character you should just be gung-ho about learning. Donkey Kong, he's really not that bad. He's just, plagues. He has the same like problems as the heavy Bowser. Like he's just a little bit too slow. His hitbox is too big. He has a very like linear recovery. Like if you try to up B on stage, there's no like unpredictability about it. If you're off here, the best you can do is up B high or do something like that, because everyone knows you're just gonna be coming at that same super low angle, so there's nothing stopping. Also, his head isn't invulnerable, so you can still, Falcon stomp, and like Falco's down there will beat that every time. You can just spike him, so yeah, he's just really not that great against better characters. Captain Falcon is just like one of the best characters in my opinion. He is really fast, which in this game is like super valuable. You pretty much had to be fast, and yeah, he has a lot of good moves too. Like his down air is like my favorite move in the game. Yeah, probably my favorite move in the game. It's so awesome if you go on stage and just spike somebody. It feels so good, like to just spike people. And yeah, his only really bad moves are his down B and his side B, both of which are very situational. But other than that, like all his aerials are pretty good. Like even the neutral air, if you can time like a fast fall to hit that neutral air like right as you hit the ground, it can be really good. And yeah, so Captain Falcon is one of the better characters. There's not very many problems with Captain Falcon at all. Ganondorf, I don't even need to go into detail. Basically, he was decidedly put into the game in the last minute, and basically they copied all Captain Falcon's moves, and just made him slower and like a little bit more powerful. But the slowness is why he's bad. Falco, I've already kind of shown you his tech stuff. He doesn't have pretty much any bad options. Him and Fox's forward air is like the only option they have that's like not the best, but even then it can be good just for the multi-hit, like at low percent or something. So yeah, these two, I think by far the best two characters in the game. Like we'll get to more than like Jigglypuff, but I think like as far as skill to play and skill to master, like these characters are the most like well-rounded to pick. Like as far as they suit tons of different play styles, and they're super like high skill gap, but you can also be good with them very easily. So yeah. Then Ness is really cool because he has a very unique moveset with a bunch of spells, but he has like a very, very weird recovery. His double jump is pretty good, if I remember. Yeah, so his double jump covers a lot of distance, but if you're off stage, basically to save yourself, like from this point, you have to hit yourself with this move, like the little lightning bolt. And if you're playing against a Fox who's just relentless and you're not that good with Ness, you're gonna do this. He's gonna shine you in the face, and then you're gonna die. Or just a million different things. If they jump down there, but let's say you're gonna recover, they know that little like PK Thunder is gonna come out from the top of your head. So if they just jump above you, they'll absorb it pretty much instantly, and you're just gonna die because your only means of recovery just hit them instead of hitting you. I wish I had like a friend here to like help me demonstrate that, but I think you get the gist. But yeah, besides that, I mean, he has got like a pretty good moveset, so yeah, he's not like the worst character like to just main or whatever, but he's definitely not like in the top 5 or anything like that. So Ice Climbers, they have a mechanic called wobbling, which I don't really practice or know how to do because if you practice wobbling, you're kind of like frowned upon. But basically, if you desync them, so like if you do an attack or like certain things, I forget exactly like when you can start a desync. Let's see. I don't remember. Maybe way dashing. You basically can get Nana to do a separate grab after you, and then combo them infinitely. That's like the only reason they're even negotiably good. I mean, they're really cool concept. Like controlling 2 characters at once is really cool. Like, I wish I actually played them just in the sake of being able to control them both and be good with them both at the same time. But as far as them being viable, it's really just the fact that they can wobble is why they're viable. So yeah, I wouldn't rank these guys very high. I mean, they have a good weight dash, but other than that, and like I said, good forward smash. I mean, they're really not bad. It's just the wobbling that makes them seem better than they are. Kirby's just really weak all around. I mean, his recovery is super predictable. as like floaty, airy characters, like Jigglypuff just beats him in every single way. Like you wouldn't ever want to play Kirby. I mean, he's cool for the mechanic of like absorbing people and taking them off the ledge, just as like a troll. So Samus, kind of what I was showing you earlier, she doesn't really have any bad options. It's just, I don't know, her actually, I don't know. I think she's just really underrated now that I'm thinking about it. Like, all her moves are pretty good. Like, her down tilt, her forward tilt, her up tilt, all her aerials. Maybe her up smash isn't very good, but yeah, she's really good. So then you have Zelda. She's pretty much just slow and uses like magic attacks that kind of have like a lot of lag on them. Like, if I remember right, like for this to go off, you have to let it go, and like to be able to do something out of that, it's just like such a long delay. Like, I'm holding the shield button, so I don't know. It's like she's cool, I guess, but I don't really see her as being viable. But then Sheik, on the other hand, she has needles, which are pretty good. She has like a, is it a chain? What's the chain? Yeah, this thing. I don't know. How do you do this again? You can whip this little chain around. I guess it's kind of funny. Does this actually do damage? I forget. Oh, it does do damage. That's kind of funny. Yeah, she's pretty good. Her forward air is really good. Her down air is kind of good, I guess. She's just all around a good character. She's fast, is why she's really good. And yeah, Sheik's probably definitely in the top 10. Then Link and Young Link, they're very different, but I'm just gonna go over them quickly. They're, I don't know, just projectile heavy, and against like Fox, for instance, who deals pretty well with projectiles because of his reflector. I think you can reflect arrows, I'm not sure actually. Yeah, these guys aren't really seen that much. They're, I guess, too slow. I'm not exactly sure. Their aerials, like their forward air and stuff, isn't that strong. They have a good like neutral air and a good up air and a good down air. Oh yeah, the back air I don't think is very good either. I don't know, they're just not. They're not bad, but they're not good, is what I'm trying to say. Pichu is like a better character than people say he is. They act like him hurting himself with electricity is that big of a deficit for like what he is. I mean, obviously it's a joke, like he shouldn't have that as a mechanic, but it's still like, basically, if you don't know, if I used an electric attack, it will take percentage off of me. I mean, that's like not what makes him bad necessarily, it's the fact that he's so light. Why is it randomly deciding to widescreen now? But yeah, basically, he's just too light. His damage is good. He's quick. So if you're really skilled, he's definitely a good character. But he's not, you know, top tier really worth using over Pikachu, who's pretty much just as fast or faster maybe. He has the same, if not better, moveset. And just all around is just a better character. Does more damage, everything. So, and his up air, Pichu's up air just sends them straight up. His up air, I'm gonna see if I can demonstrate this. His up air has like very weird directional hitboxes. So like if I throw him off the stage, let me try this again. Okay, with that. Anyway, when you hit him with the front of the tail, they'll get spiked out in front of you. If you hit him with the back of the tail, they'll get swung back the other way. There's like a hitbox where it just sends them like normal, but yeah, it's like just really cool mechanic and super, super hard to react to if you're off the stage and you get hit by his up air. You don't know where you're gonna go, so it's just really good. Jigglypuff, she's just insanely good. Like, her mobility in the air is crazy, and there's a technique called Rising Pound where you basically, when pressing the side B, you basically hold then up immediately after, and that basically makes you like lose very little height when you're doing these like successful pounds over and over again. Basically, you're only losing the height from the ending like animation of the pound. So yeah, it just like, I was that's like, she has better than most characters ground mobility in the air. Like, she can just move so quickly. Her wave dash is pretty much irrelevant, as the only thing you'd really use it for is to duck, and she can duck underneath like Fox's lasers and Falco's lasers, for instance. And let's say they come up to you to like grab you, you can duck the grab and then arrest them like immediately after. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Because rest, like if you can kill people at like a super low percent with it, but yeah, I don't know. Chili Puff is kind of the reason Melee's got a lot of like haters, I guess, or like people saying Melee's dead because Chili Puff, like Hungry Box, whatever. But I don't see it as that like big of a deal. Like, I don't know. I don't find it that boring to watch. I guess that's just me. Like, role reading people with the rest and stuff like that is like entertaining to me. I mean, she still dies at like 40 to up throw up air, so it's not like she just has the free win or whatever. It's just the fact that she's super stally and can sit on like the ledge for a long time, and just Hungry Box's playstyle a lot of times why people don't like it. But I don't know, I didn't see if it's that big a deal. So Mewtwo, he's basically I don't know, he's not that flawed of a character as far as his like toolkit. He has a lot of different like really cool things. They're just like not good enough to make him a good character. So for instance, like Fox is good because he's quick and all his options are good. Mewtwo is bad because he's slow and lightweight and floaty, and all his options are not as good as other characters' options. So even though he has like some cool things, like I like doing this. Basically, if I'm facing like my friend and we're just like playing around, I'm using Mewtwo. You can basically do this attack. His down B, it's called like disable, I think. Kind of move this guy down here. I think I need a second controller to do that, but you can basically. Why is he not responding to that? So you can basically send him into this daze, and then you hit him with your Shadow Ball you've charged up. Another really cool thing you can do with Mewtwo is just watch what I'm about to do and tell me if you notice like what I'm going to talk about. So you probably noticed that if you're paying attention, which is that my Shadow Ball basically transfer my momentum backwards. So if you go underneath the stage, you get the idea. You can do it under Dreamland and I think Final Destination as well. Let me try it on them real quick. I know I can do it on Dreamland. I have like an old video on my computer of me doing it on Dreamland. But yeah, it's just a really cool like thing you can do. It doesn't really like, you definitely can't do it on here. I think the reason you do it on Dreamland is because you get so much momentum underneath the stage. And yeah, so I'm not gonna try this much longer just because like it's not very necessary to show, but yeah, I've done it before anyway. You can go underneath Dreamland doing that if you want to try it yourself. Mewtwo, just a really cool character. I mean, Mewtwo is just like my favorite, or one of my favorite Pokemon ever, but he's just not that good in this game. So yeah, Mr. Game & Watch, he got the absolute shortest straw in the drawing. His shield doesn't cover his whole body, like his light shield kind of does, but if you hard shield like from the start, like it doesn't cover him, so they can still hit you even if you're shielding, which is just terrible. And L canceling, that thing I was showing before, where basically you cut the landing lag off of moves. Some of his moves don't have that. I think his forward air has it. Yeah, maybe he's down here. Basically, he just has like, for some reason, a few mechanics were left out on him. His weight dash is good, and he just looks really cool to play. So I always like playing him just because he looks awesome. But yeah, he's not very good. He's super lightweight too, so he dies really easily. But yeah, he's, I don't know, not that great. And now we get to Marthu. Yeah, basically he's just super good. He has a thing called a tipper, where if you hit them with the edge of your sword, it makes a specific sound. You can hear it. And So basically, the farther you space yourself with your sword, the more like rewarding it is to like your knockback. So if you hit them like right like that, you barely get any knockback and any damage compared to if you hit them with a tip or hitbox like that. You're like it's a like crisp noise. And yeah, so he's just really good at edge guard. You can poke people when they try to come back up with this down tilt. You can drop off the edge and counter whatever they're moving, because pretty much most, if not all, actually no, not all, Mewtwo doesn't, but most up Bs have a hitbox. So like when I'm doing this, there's a hitbox there active. So if I hit Fox, it does something. So that means if he goes to recover and I counter it, using my counter, like I know he's gonna have to use a hitbox. And let's say he's really far down and he has to aim for the ledge. Like if he's way down here, he has to come back up. There's pretty much no way I don't catch him, because now when he goes into his up B, I mean everyone knows how long Fox's up B takes to come out, so you can just time it perfectly, drop with the counter, and just slash him. That's Marth, who is by far the best Swords character, because the other Swords character has a fatal flaw, which makes him cool, but also makes him counterintuitive. So basically, you would think with a Sword character, actually in real life, it probably is stronger to be hit by the like blunt, broad, lower side of or lower part of the sword. In a lot of ways, Roy does make sense, but as far as spacing goes, the sword is meant to keep people away, and with Roy, you want to get up in their face because he has the opposite of what Marth has. Instead of the end of his sword doing more damage, the like part I was just pointing to is what does the most damage. So, yeah, and he also has a terrible dash attack that doesn't even hit people. So if I go like this, like, did you see that? Like that, like, I mean, that doesn't make any sense at all. And so if you play Roy, you want to get in their face. His recovery, I think, is worse too. Like the height it goes, I'm probably wrong on that, because it actually doesn't look that bad if I just did it. But yeah, he's just, I don't know, he's just not as good, basically. According to certain people, I mean, he definitely feels worse. Like Marth just feels amazing to play. Roy doesn't feel as good, probably because, you know, his hitboxes don't hit as hard, and his spacing is harder to get correct. But yeah, so if I would recommend a sword character, it wouldn't be Roy, but also like don't completely count him out. He's still fun to play, like more than a lot of other characters. Like I don't know, like personally, I don't like playing Ness at all, but like I'd play Roy over Ness any day. But still, like even though Roy's technically worse, but one thing is if you're on the ledge and someone else is trying to get to the ledge, if you roll up your characters, basically the ledge treats you as still being on the ledge pretty much all the way until that roll is over. So if they're trying to recover, I wish I had a second controller right now to show you guys, but I guess I should preface, if you play Ultimate and don't understand what melee is like, if you have the ledge, actually in Ultimate, can you ledge trump people? I don't even know. But if you have the ledge in melee, no one can take it from you unless they hit you off it, which right now, as you can see, my Captain Falcon had no more invincibility frames now, so now he's completely vulnerable. So someone could hit me and then take the ledge from me, but like Mewtwo, for instance, he wouldn't take the ledge from me because he doesn't have a hitbox on his up B. And yeah, so basically the way you want to ledge guard people is as they're coming back towards the ledge, you want to wave dash or just, you know, do a little simple jump. Okay, I can't even do a simple jump apparently, onto the ledge, so they can't grab it, and then roll up as they're about to go to the ledge, because that basically will prevent them from getting on it for like at least how many frames this is, which is looks to be like, I mean, at least 75, I don't know. You know, that's dependent on the character. I don't think all characters roll in. It takes the same amount, but still, just like remember to roll up off the ledge when someone's trying to get on the ledge, because you'll get your invincibility back. Like watch the character, boom, his invincibility was regained for a second, and so they won't be able to hit you off it, and they won't be able to grab it. And the second thing is to let go of the ledge. If you press down, you'll fast fall off the ledge, and if you press away from the ledge, So I'm obviously jumping right after, so it doesn't look like this. If you just hold off, it looks like this. It's a slow fall. But if you drop, you go a lot faster. And by drop, I mean pressing down. And so this is useful because basically for Fox's up B, you can do a thing where you infinitely stall because you'll regain your invincibility, and then his up B is pretty much invulnerable and has like an active hitbox. So you don't want to do down, but you can do down and then up, but it's more risky. So if you do away and then up, okay, well that's risky too, I guess. But actually in that case, wouldn't down be less risky? I don't know, but you basically are going out from the ledge, and then you up B like immediately after. You can regain the invincibility like that. It's just like a tool to keep refreshing your invincibility and keeping like an active hitbox on the ledge. So another thing I like to do is to immediately shine when I'm underneath the ledge, but then after shining, do the up B. So you press like down up really quick with 2 B presses. So it's down B, up B like immediately after one another. And basically what that allows you to do is if you do it quick enough, you not only will then like shine the person. So if I were to wave dash to the ledge, then I'm invincible, then I shine, they can't hit me out of my shine, and then I'm up being to the ledge again to get invincibility back. So like it's just a super good technique to learn, is doing that just to try to catch people, because you'll get that invincibility to shine them, which is super useful. So yeah, I don't know, that's pretty much it. Oh, I guess there's one other thing I can show you guys as we get to the top of the hour, which is ledge canceling, which I can show you with Luigi actually. When you do a move and you slide off of a ledge, you skip the like landing animation and everything, and can immediately do another action. So see, I did a back air off the ledge and then a neutral air like immediately after. Basically, what this allows you to do, I should have showed Streamline, it looks terrible on the screen, but it basically allows you to act quicker out of your things. Oh, that's nothing too. Is platform dropping. I don't even know if I can do it without hitting people. Let me put him on the ledge real quick. Stay up there. Okay. So if I drop, so I basically dropped through the platform, but then instantly did a neutral air, and I landed back on the platform. That's just useful for getting out like an instant aerial instead of having to jump. You can basically drop into it. It's really hard to actually do, but yeah. And then another thing is shield dropping, which basically uses I don't like, people say this is important, but I don't understand how it could be that important. Basically, it's while you're holding the shield, you drop to the platform. My guess is just to like safely get down from the platform if someone's pressuring you on it. Otherwise, I don't know why you want to do that. I guess it's like if you try to just go down, you're vulnerable while you're doing that like down animation right there. If you can just like, so right then you'd be vulnerable. Versus if you put a shield up and then went down, you might like not get hit, but even then like you're rolling your shield down with you. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you. There's a good reason to like, I guess, practice it, which is just basically rolling down your analog stick while you're on the platform. It's like a shield drop. But yeah. So I think that's pretty much it as far as I can remember. I guess not a useless piece of information. Luigi's taunt is the only taunt in the game that has a hitbox. So it can actually hit people, and it has a spike as well. So you can wave dash into somebody with Luigi's taunt and then hit them with it, which is pretty cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will have a new video coming out soon, which is basically going to be the teaser, I guess, is that there will be 2 ASMR objects, possibly controllers. That's like my favorite trigger, really. It's just controller and the keyboard sounds. That's kind of why I started the channel doing keyboard sounds, is because that's what I enjoy the most. But basically, I'm going to be doing 2 different controllers and have 2 like perspectives, but like spliced together. So it's like comparing the sounds of every single button and every single interaction one-to-one, so you can then have like a a comment war on which one has the better sounds. So yeah, just like an ASMR versus series. That's kind of like what I intend to do. So yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.